What's going on, my friends? Welcome to episode 32 of the Get Your Game On podcast, bringing you the hottest takes, latest stories, and spicy picks surrounding New York, New Jersey, Philadelphia, national, and international sports. Hosted by yours truly, Grassani, joined us live around by Michael Cunningham and Alex Reich. You can listen to the podcast right now on SoundCloud, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts, and YouTube. Also be sure to follow us on Twitter at Get Your Game On Page. With all that said, it's time to get your game on.
What's good?
What's good?
What's good?
How's everyone's day going?
I got some good news.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
So I met with my college football head coach today. Actually, yesterday. And he got me a job to be the next team manager.
You know you work for the team, brother.
Bravo, Alex. I am so happy to hear that. Congratulations, buddy.
Good job.
Thank
Good
you.
job. You're gonna be Alex. Let me get you some practice. Alex, go give me some water. Congrats, buddy.
Thank you.
Hey, do it mean you give Alex some practice? Alex, go get some water. Hustle.
Don't be disrespectful, Michael.
Hey, I was giving the boys some practice.
Okay. All right, as long as you keep it strictly practice. But yeah, Alex, that sounds like an amazing opportunity, and on behalf of the Get Your Game On podcast, we are all very happy for you.
Thank you. I'm looking forward to it.
Okay, just don't forget about us, though. All right.
Oh, I will never forget about you guys.
Okay. So you're still gonna be like remaining on podcast. You're not pulling a Chris Kern on us, right?
There's some times that I'll have practice at 7 p.m. But
right.
I'll be good to go by 11.
All right, perfect.
Alex,
Didn't mean to disrespect Chris Kern, by the way. Chris, if you're listening, we still love you and we can't wait to have you back.
hey, Chris, that was Adam that roasted you, bro. I was just, Chris, we want you back on the show because you've been dodging our phone calls, man. I know you at Jesus camp. Tell Jesus to pray for my sin, Tell Jesus to pray for me. So I need prayer. So, Chris, if you're watching this, tell Jesus to pray for me and to ask him to cover my spread a little bit because I got a little gambling.
Okay. All right, guys.
What we getting down to today, boys?
You know what we're getting down to?
What we getting down
Congratulations to the 2021 NBA champions, the Milwaukee Bucks. I said it. I'm gonna open this up, and I'm gonna take some credit here. I forget which episode, but I said when the Suns were up 2-0 that the series wasn't over, and look what happened. The Bucks won 4 straight, and they went on to win the NBA championship. And let's just start right here with obviously the man of the hour, Giannis Antetokounmpo. I mean, what a show he put on this series. What a show he put on in the closeout game in Game 6. He dropped 50. 40. He dropped
50.
That was 49.
The brother dropped exactly 50.
Oh, I gotta add something.
You're right. He dropped exactly 50. I mean, he got 14 rebounds. I mean, the guy just
missed one foul.
Historic performance.
How you hold up, AR. How he missed one foul shot, boys, and he's not a great foul shooter. He is not a great foul shooter. Adam, remember what I said about Giannis being the greatest player right now? That the 2020s would be his era?
Yeah.
Did I prove my point when I said that last episode?
I said you prove a point, and honestly, I think he's on his way. He's on his way. He's definitely on his way.
The 2020s. I'm gonna say this from God talking to God. Giannis' era is 2020.
Yeah, let's go back. I believe that the 1980s were
Bird
era.
Jordans.
No, I'm talking 1980s. Whose era was that?
Larry Bird.
All right, that Larry Bird, Magic Johnson.
Yeah, Larry Bird, Magic Johnson. Late 80s, you would say Isaiah Thomas.
All right. The 1990s was obviously Jordan. The 2000s was Kobe. 2010 was LeBron, and 2020 is right now leading up to be honest. I mean,
I'm telling you,
this was a huge first step in him going on to be like that sort of player, the player that when we look back on,
he's the face of the NBA.
That when it gets to be 2030, and man, I don't even want to think that far ahead. God damn, I'm getting too old.
Yeah, man, I'm about to be to 2030.
Man, we're all gonna be old by then. I don't even want to start thinking about that.
Let's see, I'm 30 in 2024. So 2030, I'll be 36. Oh Jesus, man.
Speaking of birthdays, my birthday is next Sunday.
Ooh. Make sure you remind us to post a happy birthday tweet. Because I didn't do that last time for, I believe, Michael. I'm sorry, my man.
No, you should have known. I said happy birthday, and I didn't get my birthday tweet. So he don't get one. I don't get one. He don't get one. I'm petty.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough.
No offense, buddy. I didn't get mine. You're not giving yours.
Okay.
Because Adam should know every guy's birthday.
Okay.
Just saying.
Michael, I know every single one of my friends' birthdays except yours. How about that?
Oh, that's cold, Adam. When's my birthday?
It's July 7th.
Yes, you remembered, asshole. Thank you.
Anyway,
Adam, you a dick. How about you?
All right, Alex. I'm gonna give you the floor. Talk to us about the Bucks winning the series, and
I'll go next.
Is Giannis like on his way to becoming like the greatest player of the 2020s?
From my perspective, he's right there with one of the top best players, and his performance was more than awesome, and he dominated at every single angle you can talk about, and he deserved this moment, and I'm really happy that he got the job done, and I think that people underestimated what he could do with his team, and they really laid a stamp on everything that they've accomplished, and it tells that like anything that you put your mind to do is anyone can do it, and that's what Giannis did, and it's awesome to see someone with a great personality on and off the court do what he did, especially in the game 6 and drop 50 points, which is unbelievable, and I'm really proud of his accomplishment. Yeah. And I really hope that he enjoys this offseason, because there's a ton of moments of his teammates and stuff.
Yeah. And coming to, I just wanted to bring this up. Coming into this season, like we all thought, like there was a certain perception surrounding Giannis and the Bucks that Giannis might have made a mistake signing that Supermax extension with the Bucks, that eventually like it just wasn't going to work out with Milwaukee, and Giannis Giannis would eventually take the path of a James Harden or where he would like ultimately request a trade and go somewhere else where he can win a title. None of that happened. Giannis like got it done in Milwaukee, and you really just gotta applaud the guy for that. Again, like I mentioned, is a super likable dude as well. I mean, and for everyone, let me go, Michael. Let me finish, Michael.
You talk all the time. Share the wealth.
No, I'm not even gonna start that debate right now. But Giannis, I mean, like everyone coming into the season, I heard so throughout this playoffs, especially against the Nets series. Even remember that series? Like I heard so much criticism of Giannis. Like I've heard, oh, he's not a top 5 player in the NBA. You know, from people I like, from people who are some people, even my friends said this. Like, oh, he's not a top 5 player in the NBA. He has to have a great outside shot. He can't shoot free throws, and his shooting, like you can't give him that. Like that's a legitimate flaw in his game, but honestly, that doesn't even matter. The fact that he's not a great outside shooter, that doesn't even matter. The fact that he's not a great free throw shooter, that doesn't even matter. He is just a freak on the basketball court. He is just, I mean, I think like right now after this postseason, Giannis is his name. Like Giannis Antetokounmpo's name. He has officially cemented himself as like a top 5 and maybe even like top 3 player in the NBA. I don't think like that's even up for debate anymore.
Can I talk or I gotta shut up?
Go ahead, Michael.
Get the black, thank you. As I was rudely interrupted and skipped before by a certain
We're brutally interrupted and skipped. You're being melodramatic, but go ahead.
All joking aside, I was telling people this for years. I was saying when he first won the MVP award, here's the one that back-to-back. The last player to win the back-to-back MVPs was LeBron James. No, what's it, LeBron? 2011 and 2012, 2013. LeBron was the only player to win a back-to-back. Giannis won a back-to-back. Right or wrong, boys? Giannis said, and I quote, "I'm not leaving anywhere, going anywhere. I want to try to win a championship in Milwaukee." Guys, every great NBA player tries to win wants to win a championship. That's what we are. That's what one or two things we want to get basketball. 2 things: get a big ass paycheck and win a championship. That's all we want to do. 3 things: and also buy their mama house. But that's just something. Point is, boys, I'm telling you, Giannis wants to be in the likes of Isaiah Thomas, Larry Bird, Magic Johnson, to win championships to the team that drafted you. You guys know what I'm saying? He wants to be in that class because there's only a few of them. You know what I mean? To play their whole career and win championships for the team that drafted you. You know what I mean? Guys, it's a short list of players who finish their career, play their career, and win a championship in the place they were drafted in. You know what I mean? There's a short list. I think there's a few of them. Willis Reed stayed his whole career in New York. He won 2 championships. You can't count MJ because he played his both years with the Wizards. So I'm telling you, Giannis Antetokounmpo is basically, he has the post-up game like Shaq, because Giannis is on a beast block. He has LeBron's athleticism. He got his great handles, and he can attack the rim. If he gets that jump shot, boys, he's already unguardable already. This man is a 7-foot point guard that plays like a power forward center all in one. Hold up, Alex. This is my floor. I'm talking. Anyway.
One quick thing.
Can I talk down?
Go very quickly, Alex.
Okay. Mike, do you think that he will fix his free throw shot?
He did it in Game 6.
No, I mean like less than 10 seconds.
Hell, if
that thing
it's working for you, I won't change it.
Honestly, like I don't think after this championship, I don't think the refs are ever gonna call him on that. Honestly, let's just be real. The fans can do the counting all they want. I think that's made it clear. They're not gonna
last time
they're
they
not
ever
gonna
called
call him
down
on that.
Karl Malone. That was the last time they ever called it on a player. Because Karl Malone used to take his forever long time at the foul line. So that's why they brought the rule into play, because of Karl Malone. And that hasn't been done.
Honestly, the free throw shooting time limit rule, it's really gonna go as one of those written but unwritten rules in like sports.
It was in the NBA. It was a written rule.
I mean written but unwritten rule, where it's written but they like never enforce it. It was similar to what's going on with LB and sticky stuff, where LB never enforced it until recently.
Adam, they enforced the rule, and it was written for Karl Malone. Because players back in the day would take
Karl Malone. I was saying Karl Malone was the exception, but you never ever see like players get called for that rule at the free throw line anymore. You rarely ever see it. I can't remember the last time it happened.
I'm telling you guys this. Let me ask you both a question. Do you think Giannis is going to win another one? Is he going to be back to back? Because Giannis is on proud high, man. And you guys saw that parade, man. Milwaukee was jumping, man.
Yeah.
Milwaukee was jumping up in that bitch. I'm telling you guys.
Do you see Christian Yelich?
Yeah.
Christian Yelich was like, yeah.
Do you think Giannis is going to be a household name like LeBron, Magic, Jordan, Bird, or is he going to be like
we could debate whether or not Giannis is going to go down as like an all-time great, but I will say this is definitely the best big first step towards that. Because let me think about this. Think about this for a second here, guys. Where did Michael? Where did LeBron get his first ring?
In Miami.
Yeah. He didn't get his first ring in Cleveland. He eventually went back to Cleveland and won a championship for Cleveland in 2016. But that was after he won 2 rings in Miami. Where did Kevin Durant win a ring in Oklahoma City?
No, he did not.
He went to Golden State to win his rings. Giannis actually stayed in Milwaukee and with the team that drafted him and won a championship.
That's what I just said.
Yeah, that's not something we have. That's something that LeBron didn't do, and that's something that Kevin Durant did too. Two of the greatest players, the two greatest players of our generation.
They took the easy way. They did something. Kobe did this.
Yeah, the last time we saw this was Kobe.
Kobe
and Tim Duncan.
Kobe, Duncan. You can't count Garnett. But point is, all the great NBA players, but you could count Jordan on that list because
Jordan too, obviously.
But because he didn't play for the Wizards, I don't count that because he was just trying to motivate his team to play better. So, you know what I mean, boys?
Yeah.
Honestly.
And here's the thing. Will Giannis one day leave Milwaukee to go
I don't know.
He's somewhere else? I don't know.
I'm saying
that's thinking way too far ahead down the road. But no matter what happens, we're not gonna. Here's what we're not gonna do, guys. We're not gonna look at Giannis the same way we looked at LeBron when he left for Miami, and Kevin Durant when he left for Golden State. We're not gonna look at him the same way if he does leave, because he got it done in Milwaukee.
So
yeah,
people can't criticize it. People in Milwaukee can't get mad at him if he leaves.
Yeah, exactly.
He brought you guys a championship, something that you haven't seen since the 70s.
I understand, we understand why Cleveland fans are mad at LeBron, and we understand why Oklahoma State fans are mad at Durant. Milwaukee fans, they can't get mad at Giannis if he does leave, because he gave the Bucks their first championship in half a century. And
Milwaukee had great players.
Yeah.
Ray Allen.
The the last time the Milwaukee Bucks won a championship, we were all itches in our daddy's pants.
But that's for a later episode. They discuss biology and the study of bodies.
Tune in next time for Get Your Game On Biology. All right. Alice, go ahead.
I think that it's not going to be Milwaukee next season. That's going to win the whole thing.
I mean, we'll definitely get into like the NBA offseason and start previewing towards next season. We're definitely gonna have like that's definitely gonna be like a future episode that we're gonna have in mind. But for now, like as we talked about we talked about Giannis last time, but we also gotta give credit to other guys too. I mean, Chris Middleton like had a great game for 6-13. Like he stepped up and that's why I said like. We all knew Giannis was going to be Giannis. Like, obviously, Giannis is just insane. But would the Bucks role players be able to step up? Because if you remember back in Games 1 and Games 2, like Chris Middleton and Drew Holiday, were not the usual selves. But after that game, they started to pick it up and they started landing and Giannis helping in. Look what happened. They went out and won 4 straight games. And I gotta give a shout out right here to, as a Nets fan, I would be doing a massive disservice if I didn't give my wholehearted congratulations to Brook Lopez.
Brook Lopez even
winning his first NBA championship.
I don't congratulate that
because I am going to congratulate him. He's the all-time leading franchise scoring leader for the Brooklyn Nets. But seriously, for all the years that Brook Lopez has given us, for all because he was throughout all the ups and downs, throughout the Billy King disaster, throughout when this team was back in New Jersey and they went 12-70. Remember that season? Brook Lopez was there for all of it. Brook Lopez was a part of this franchise's lowest points, and I just got to give it up to Brook Lopez because he was one of the few bright spots that on those teams. He was one of the few bright spots during those darkest days, and if it wasn't for him, the Nets wouldn't be where they are today. If the Nets didn't make that trade for D'Angelo Russell and they didn't trade Brook Lopez for D'Angelo Russell, this super team would not exist. So I just gotta give a shout out to Brook Lopez and just congratulate him on being an NBA champion, because I'm happy for the guy for all he's done for the Nets, and even though he did beat us in the semifinal round, I still gotta just give him a salute. And Brook Lopez, if you're listening, on behalf of that Nets Nation, congratulations.
I can't believe you gave the competition a happy final one.
Michael, I would be the biggest bandwagon. I would literally be called the bandwagon fan if I didn't give Brook Lopez a congratulations. That's how you could tell real Net fans from bandwagon Nets fans. Real Net fans, they remember Brook Lopez. They remember the Brook Lopez days. Bandwagon fans don't.
I remember when they had Vince Carter back in the day.
Oh yeah, don't forget Vince Carter and Jason Kidd.
And Richard Jefferson. I've been to a lot of Net games when I was younger.
Yeah.
My dad loved the Nets, and he also loved the Pistons.
Yeah.
The bad boy Pistons. Let me explain to our viewers. If any of our viewers can name the starting 5 of the bad boy Pistons, we will give you a shout out on our next episode.
All right.
And if you can name
everyone, whether if you're listening on YouTube, if you're listening on SoundCloud, or wherever you can drop a comment. If you can drop a comment, if within 24 hours after we post the episode, if you could drop a comment naming the Bad Boy Pistons starting 5, we will give you a shout out during our next episode.
And if you can name the 2004-2005 starting line for the New Jersey Nets.
Yeah, definitely. On the other hand, though, obviously, like we talked about the Bucks, and congratulations to the 2021 NBA champion Milwaukee Bucks. We gotta look at the other end of the section now, and that is like the Phoenix Suns. I mean, they went. Congratulations, they went on a nice run, but ultimately, they just all short, and you gotta feel like a little bad for our Chris Paul. This was like this was his prime chance to finally capture that first ring. Now, I will say this though, I don't know if you disagree with me, Michael. I do not think this was Chris Paul's last chance to win an NBA championship.
It depends on where he goes next year. Because his contract is up. He's not staying in Phoenix.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure, man. I wouldn't be shocked if he stays in Phoenix because after this run that they went on, like he might just decide to just run it back. I mean, he might decide to just like why fix any broke and just run it back. I think he either obviously we're gonna get more to this during the offseason, but I think he either stays in Phoenix or he goes from LA. That's where I'm leaning right now.
He's not going to the Clippers.
I meant Lakers. I meant Lakers.
Oh yeah, I'm predict.
Yeah.
I'm predicting on camera, Adam. Damian Lillard is going to the Lakers. Mark my words, he's going to LA.
I don't think he's going to LA. I'm not sure if LA would be able to pull off that kind of trade.
LeBron, just think about it. Pop quiz, boys. When Anthony Davis, before he got traded, what was he doing? Hanging out with who? Which NBA team he was hanging out with the most when he was with the Pelicans? Come on, Adam.
What?
Where was Anthony Davis hanging? Who was pop
Portland?
Quiz. No, just remember Anthony Davis, who was on the Pelicans, started hanging out with LeBron, and where did he go after?
He went to LA.
Thank you. Damian Lillard was singing with LeBron, hanging out at the sports game, at the women's game, supporting women's rights.
Name one NBA player that doesn't hang out with LeBron.
Like, there's some niggas that hate LeBron. You'd be surprised.
They might dislike him, but I'm sure they would at least respect him.
Zion Williamson is an NBA player. He does hang out with LeBron.
Okay, but you get my point.
Yeah, point is, boys.
All right, point. I want to bring this up too, and that is Devin Booker, and it's hard to criticize Devin Booker because he put on a show this NBA Finals, dropping multiple 40-point games. But I'm sorry, man. 8 for 22, over 7 from 3 for only 19 points in the closeout game. I mean, Booker's just gotta be better than that, man.
Bro, they were winning the whole game until the second half.
Yeah, I mean, but still, with your back against the wall, you expect Devin Booker to put up a bigger fight. And I gotta call you out there, Mr. Cunningham, because I remember earlier you said that Devin Booker was the second best scorer in the NBA.
He is.
Do you not look back on that now and realize how absurd of a take that was?
He still is. He just had a bad game. Adam,
a bad game that cost his team the series.
Adam,
I'm not trying to get on Damian Lillard too much, but if you're gonna call him the second best scorer in the league, I'm sorry. The second best scorer in the league needs to do better than 8 for 22, over 7 for 3, and 19 points in a game 6. I'm sorry. The second best scorer in the league needs to be better than that. I am sorry.
Okay, Adam, who are you raising your voice at?
Michael, just go.
What?
Just go, Michael.
Why are you getting upset?
Go, defend your take about Devin Booker being the second best scorer in the NBA. That's all I'm saying.
He
Because
is.
The second best scorer in the
I can't
NBA
even
has to do better than 8 for 22, over 7 for 3, and 19 points in an elimination game. He's got to do better than that. If he's really that good, like you say he is, then I'm sorry. He's got to do better than an elimination game. Am I not wrong?
Adam, I can't take you seriously with that little high-pitched voice of yours. You sound like a female. I can't take you serious when you do that.
All right, Alex, go ahead. Maybe you'll take me seriously.
Alex, we can't take him seriously with that high-pitched voice of his.
Alex, go ahead.
I definitely agree with what Adam said.
Thank you, my friend.
Alex just mad at me because I call him out on his on all the things he says. So that's why Alex is a hater.
All right. But that's all we can really say about the NBA Finals. I mean, it was a very entertaining finals. I would say easily the best one since 2016. Would you guys agree?
Yeah, brother.
Easily. It was so much fun to watch. Go ahead, Alex.
Just want to shout out Malika Andrews for a terrific NBA finals experience and having to do Rachel Nichols' job, and she really deserved the credit that she had.
No doubt.
Fuck Rachel Nichols for what she did.
Yeah.
I think Malika Andrews is one of the.
She's the future, baby. She's the future.
She's so talented, and I love what she does.
Even though because Rachel Nichols is unprofessional because she fucks with LeBron every time he gets. Like, come on, Rachel Nichols, you know you want some jungle fever with LeBron James.
All right.
But you're really looking at
We're not gonna go there, Michael. We're not gonna. We already did our rant on Rachel Nichols, so we're just gonna stop it right there.
I got a perfect hot take today for you boys.
All right, but before we get to the Mike's hot take, we have to introduce a new segment to the show that we're gonna have over the next couple episodes. I'm gonna call it Alex's Tokyo 2020 Olympic Talk. Alex, you have the floor for the next however minutes. You could talk to us about all things Tokyo regarding the Tokyo 2020 Olympics. So, Alex Reach, my friend, the floor is yours.
With opening ceremonies less than 7 hours away, I'll be talking about a lot of what happened the past few days. So, first up, USA women's soccer team lost to Sweden 3-0. One thing to keep in mind is that the USA women's team has won 44 consecutive games until that loss, which was devastating to see. And they have another match to really lock in and see what they can do this Saturday against New Zealand at 7:30 a.m. Also, for the USA women's softball, USA beat Canada in game 1-0. In their second game, they beat Italy 2-0. And their next two games is against Mexico at 1:30 a.m. on Saturday. And they will have to play again later that day against Australia at 9 p.m. that night. And something to look forward to is the USA men's basketball team. They will open up their Olympic journey against France this Sunday at 8 a.m. our time. And there's a bunch of other stuff that I could talk about, but I wanted to make it short. And there's more to be talked about in 48 hours from now. And maybe a little more than 48 hours, but on Sunday night, it's going to be a lot to talk about. And it's crazy that this is happening with 2,000 new cases that were called yesterday. And I can't believe it's still happening with everything that's happening in Tokyo. But you just got to live in the moment and enjoy what we have.
Alex, I've always been like a fan of the Olympics because here's the thing, like it's always like I just love the whole spectacle of it. I love the Patriots aspect of it, like all athletes all on the world coming together to represent their countries. Like I love that aspect. It's just a perfect thing to just like have on like on the TV where you could just where you watch and you see all these sports that you normally don't get a chance to watch, like water polo. Like, oh my god, it's one of my favorites. I mean, you see rowing, you see all these different sports, and you see sports that you're familiar with too, like basketball, golf,
and archery.
Archery too, yeah.
Yeah.
One question, when does the baseball team kick off? When does baseball start?
Next fall, I think, right?
No, I mean in the Olympics.
The first match is against Israel.
Since when do they do baseball in the Olympics?
Yeah, they're doing baseball in the Olympics this year, which I'm super excited for.
So who's gonna be playing, Adam? On America?
Todd Frazier is gonna be on Team USA, which he was also in the Frontier League for a bit, the league that the Jackals are in, which are a team I cover. Todd Frazier was playing with the Susquehanna Miners for I believe throughout part of the season.
Have you heard of?
Yeah.
Who?
Oh,
Todd Frazier. So, you don't remember Todd Frazier, Michael?
The Yankee player, right?
Yeah, he was on the Yankees in 2017, and then he was on the Mets for a couple of seasons.
Who else is playing that is a big star?
Oh, I got the lineup that I can tell you guys. So
that's big information.
What?
Tell us the information, Ding Dong.
Okay. Scott Kazmir, Edwin Jackson, Todd Frazier, David Robertson, Brandon Dixon, Anthony Goss, Bubba Sterling, Tim Fordelowitz, Tyler Austin, Eddie Alvarez, Nick Martinez, Patrick Kelebian, Anthony Carter, Scott McGow, Shane Baz, Jack Lopez, and some others. Some other people that aren't that popular, but if you're listening to this podcast, the first game is at 6 a.m. on Friday, July 30th against Israel.
That's the first baseball game?
That's the first match for USA.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
The first baseball game is, let me see, it's next Tuesday at 11 p.m. Japan goes up against Dominican Republic.
I'm definitely going to watch that.
And then 2 days later, South Korea against Israel. And then this game should be an interesting one. On Thursday, July 29th, the DR against Mexico.
Yeah, honestly, like we could like debate like the health concerns regarding the Olympics, but let's be honest, guys. You saw like last season, no one thought the NFL was gonna get their season in. No one thought the MLB was gonna get their season in. You know what? They powered through and they got through it anyway. So I mean, you could argue that the Olympics has so many more different backgrounds, and with the Japan being a state of emergency, like it may make it tougher. But we've seen sports leagues like get through like stuff like this before. So I definitely think like they'll be able to get the Olympics in.
Yeah, and the opening ceremony, which is happening starting at 7:30 a.m., will be 3.5 hours.
If you're by the time we see this podcast, the opening ceremony is probably just wrapped up. Okay, but Alex, we thank you for all the Olympics news, and we're going to continue to bring you this segment like every single episode, just update you on the Olympics and like on how everything's going, like.
Yep.
Like definitely. And hopefully like this will be an Olympics to remember. So we gotta move on to the segment of the show that is like an Olympic gold medal.
Oh, baby.
Mike's hot take. Michael Cunningham, take it away.
You know what, boys? I was thinking about this all day, all night, searching for days, searching for nights. My hot take is about the Kendrick Perkins and Jalen Rose incident.
What? I never heard of this. Just so you know, I am not familiar at all with the situation.
It was an incident about.
Go ahead, Michael. Inform me.
Apparently, Jalen Rose had to make an apology about what he said about Kendrick Perkins, about his basketball career and all the otherness. And Kendrick Perkins, who is known for saying outrageous things like a certain broadcast teammate of his, the truth, Paul Pierce. Remember all the claims that Paul Pierce said he's better than D. Wade, that he can win more championships, better overall player, yada, yada, yada. Kendrick Perkins said a lot of stupidity. I got it in my notes here. Give me a sec, boys. Give me a sec. I'm trying to find it. It got ugly, boys. Hold up. I got it in my notes. I'm trying to find it in my notes. Because at Get Your Game On, kids, we do our homework here. We do our homework. That's one thing about we do our homeworks. They had a shouting match, and they had the guy Green walk away up to get upset. You know what I mean? You guys know the show that Jalen Rose has. The Jalen Combi show, and it had like Green walking away from the show. It really it really was disrespectful how both of them got out of the way. Jalen Rose started roasting him over horrible takes. Kendrick Perkins knew a lot of hate coming around from the Cream City squad in the NBA Finals. It was that bad. Like how he said that Mike Budenholzer was a shitty coach. Drew Holiday can't be a great player. He was roasting the whole Bucks. And then Jalen Rose said, "You haven't been a great player your whole career. Like, come on, bro. You averaged 2 points per 2 points a game, and you were on Shaqtin' the Fool for doing 8 travel staffs in the NBA game." And Jalen Rose just threw him to shreds. So at the NBA family, and the NBA is like an NBA fraternity. It's like a fraternity. You argue, you fight your friends, you fight your brothers. But however, you never go personal with no one's family. That's the one thing we don't do. We may trash talk here or there. Trash talk is only on the court. You know what I mean? I played basketball all my life. Been around a lot of sports. Everybody knows me. I'm a shit talker. I'm a trash talker when I play basketball. Alex knows, and Adam knows from it firsthand. Alex, you know I got no blood. Alex see me as a spectator and as a fan and as a player. Put me on. I'm obnoxious all around. But guys, my hot take, and this is a part 2 of my hot take. Oh shit! I told everybody, do I think Giannis is a great player? Yes, I said he has all the tools in the world to win a championship. But I say Mike Budenholzer is the second best coach in the NBA besides Tom Thibodeau. I guess people are gonna call me crazy. Budenholzer and Giannis are like Michael Jordan and Phil Jackson, coach player-wise. They trust each other. They build each other. They learn a lot from each other. People can call me crazy. I can see it. It's like another Jordan and Jordan and Jackson, Chuck Daly and Isaiah Thomas, Chuck Daly and Dennis Rodman type of deal. All great players know this, boys. The only way to win a championship is you trust your coach. You got to trust. You got faith in his vision. If you don't have faith in his vision, you're not going to – either one or two things happen. You trade a player or you get rid of the coach. Most likely it's the coach. In this day in NBA, you would have traded the player. Back in the day, you would trade a player. In this day and age, since a certain NBA player did that to a lot of coaches in his career. We ain't going to mention dude's name. Yeah, and I'm happy that I get my own part of the show because Alex and Adam ain't saying crap. I love it. All right, boys, you guys can chime in.
I mean, you pretty much summed it up there, Michael. I mean, trash talk is fine. I mean, we all love that trash talk each other. We trash talk each other like on and away from the podcast. All of us do. Like I trash talk Michael, Michael trash talks me back. I trash talk Alex, and Alex trash talks me back. And Michael and Alex, I'm sure you two trash talk each other, but here's the thing, family. We all agree that family, like you just do not go there. That's a line that you just do not cross.
You don't cross anyone.
You don't cross into someone's like personal life. I completely agree.
You don't talk about family regardless.
Yeah.
You're talking about family. You better hope you can fight on the other end. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, definitely. Alex, you got something to say?
I think Mike definitely nailed it, and there's nothing much I can add to it.
Here, I know how to get your game on. Here's a serious lesson. I know our viewers, we talk on the show. We may diss each other. We like to have a good time. So on our viewers, if you're watching this, we do boundaries. Me and I have been doing this for over 10 years. Me and Alex been doing it over 5 years. And I know they won't give me the floor on this, but we appreciate friendship and trash talk. We're not gonna do it hard like to the hard, like yo, Adam can't dribble basketball like a little girl. We ain't gonna make him cry trash. So, we just keep it friendly. But at the end of the day, at the end of the minute, me and Adam probably gonna be going to drinking at the bar together, and then Alex will be drinking a beer. Point is, we like to have a good time. So if you guys think this is serious, of us trash talking on the air, me and Adam have been doing this for over 12 years. Since we went to high school together, people. You guys didn't. It doesn't take a rocket scientist. Most of you guys know this. That watch our show. Me and Adam were best friends in high school. Me and him used to trash talk about the Giants, Cowboys, and Jets, any sports team related. When the Giants kept winning the Super Bowl, this mother effer wore a Giants jersey in math class, pissed me off and said, "Ha ha, you suck." Walked in class and I started laughing because he had the balls to do it. So to get your game on, crew, that's my hot take. Don't keep the trash talking friendly, not serious.
Michael, we thank you for the hot take, spot on as always. And Michael, if you want, you can you've earned yourself. If you want, you can take a nap now for the next 15-20 minutes. You want to know why?
Why?
We've got some hockey to discuss. So, Michael, if you want, you've earned yourself a 20-minute nap.
Goody. I want to eat my food.
Okay.
Tell me to take a nap.
But anyway, Alex, there's a lot of hockey news that lately. First off, we gotta start off with I'll start with there. The Devils made a big move acquiring Ryan Graves from the Colorado Avalanche. That's a big move for New Jersey. We all know the biggest weakness on the Devils right now is their defense. But it's by far their defense. So you add a guy like Ryan Graves who's a very good who can play on the top line, but it's also a very good second line defenseman. That's gonna be a huge boost for the Devils defense. And your Flyers acquired, I believe, Ryan Ellis. So, Alex, if you want, you can talk about that move for a bit.
Yeah, I haven't done that much research, but I think that it's a great move for them, and I'm happy they made that move, and I think that coming into this upcoming season, it's going to be great to have him on the team, and also yesterday that they got rid of Shane Gostisbehere, and he went to the Arizona Coyotes, and I liked watching Ghost, but I think they just needed someone else that they are eyeing in the draft, I assume, and I think they just made the right move of making space with a draft pick or two, and it's going to be interesting once the draft starts and the Flyers hold the 13th overall pick.
Yeah. We can talk some NHL draft. I mean, do you want to talk about the expansion draft for Seattle Kraken, or do you want to talk about the NHL draft right now?
I can talk. The NHL draft is good.
Yeah, NHL draft Devils have the 4th pick. I think Alex, I don't know if you disagree. I think if he's there, I think Luke Hughes is the easy pick for the New Jersey Devils. He's a younger brother of Jack Hughes. He's he's one of the top prospects like in the entire draft. I've read comparisons of this kid Luke Hughes to Scott Niedermayer, who, if you longtime Devils fans remember, he was one of the best players from the Devils dynasty run. Great like is he a Hall of Famer? I'm pretty sure he is. Scott Niedermayer.
Not sure.
I'll have to look it up. But yeah, I mean, if Luke Hughes could turn out to be 90% or even close to what Scott Niedermayer was, then that's gonna be huge. And obviously, with Jack Hughes, he's going to be the face of this New Jersey Devils franchise. He's going to be the future face of the franchise. It's similar to the way Patrick Kane is the face of Chicago Blackhawks, or the way Sidney Crosby is the face of the Pittsburgh Penguins, or the way Alex Ovechkin is the face of the Washington Capitals, the way Steven Stamkos is the face of Tampa Bay Lightning. But you get it. He's gonna be that sort of player for the New Jersey Devils, and he's gonna be and if you want, and the Devils need to drafting Luke Hughes would be a great way to incentivize Jack to stay and stay long term in New Jersey. You heard everything you say from Jack. Jack says he loves it in New Jersey. Jack says he loves it in New Jersey. Luke Hughes said that he would love to be picked by the Devils. So I just think drafting Luke Hughes number 4, if he's there, number 4 overall, I think that has to be picked for New Jersey. You agree, Alex?
Yeah. Speaking of the Flyers,
go ahead. If you want to talk about their draft, go ahead.
Okay. All right. I just found a mock draft, and they have the Flyers taking Fabian Weissel from Luda SHL. I'm not sure what that pronounce is.
Hockey pronunciations are not easy, so I don't blame you there, Alex.
Yeah. So Fabian, he still needs to get stronger and another season of development in the Swedish Hockey League. Oh, it's a Swedish Hockey League. That's what it is.
Okay, gotcha.
And he's only 18 years old and is 5'10", 172 pounds, but capable of winning one-on-one battles. Lysol was born January 19th, so he has one of the absolute oldest players in his cohort of his life, and he's been more developed than the peers growing up for him. Interestingly, January-born forwards are drafted in the NHL at a higher frequency than any other month, yet proportionally they've had less start than most of other months.
Yeah. All right. But before we move on, we do gotta talk about the Seattle Kraken expansion draft. I mean, there's not really much to say. I mean, because I'm not sure. Like, when you look at the this roster for Seattle Kraken, I mean, I'm not sure if this is gonna be like a team that is gonna be like the Vegas Golden Knights. Like, you remember what happened with the Vegas Golden Knights in their first year? Like, as a franchise, they went all the way to the Stanley Cup final. I'm not sure if like this Seattle Kraken team is gonna have like the same luck.
Mm-hmm.
Like, but we'll see what happens. I mean, we'll see what happens. As far as the Devils lost Nate Bastian, who is a fourth line forward. It was a really good like fourth line forward for them, so we'll definitely be missed. But I don't think it's a killer loss for them. I think it's a loss that they definitely can absorb because you still got great guys that can play on the fourth line. You got Michael McLeod, you got Miles Wood, so I still got Jesper Boqvist who can easily play on the fourth line. So I don't think it's a huge loss for the Devils. Alex, you want to talk about who the Kraken drafted from the Flyers? I believe forward Carson Tarnowski. Did I pronounce that right?
Yeah.
Go ahead and talk about that.
Okay. I didn't really see Carson play that much when he was with Philly. So it's kind of hard to talk about him. But I think that it's a really interesting move that Seattle did, and I'm anxious to see how well he does with that organization, and even with Philadelphia losing him, I think that Philadelphia is going to get some wild picks this upcoming draft, which might fill the hole in Carson, and I think that it will depend on their first overall pick, and if they bring the power in their picks, then I think that Philadelphia will be good to go.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I definitely what you're saying. That's all we could talk about the NHL for now. I mean, I would love to talk more about where we're starting to run low on times there. So before we get to our bets, I do have to bring up this story. I said it all this time. I want the Yankees to do this just so I could rub it in Alexander Reach's face. And you know what they did? The Yankees took both games from the Philadelphia Phillies.
Yeah. Loser.
They won the. I think they won the first game like fairly easy, and then in the second game, however, that was a wild one. That was the game where the Yankees had like a 5-2 lead. They ended up blowing the lead. Alex was trash talking me in a group chat. He was letting me have it. He was laughing his butt off. And what happened? The Yankees ultimately came away with the walk-off victory and extra innings. So, Alex, my friend, I hope you learned your lesson. Don't count your chickens until they hatch.
So, Alex, now it's my turn to chime in. Alex, you are, out of all my teams play your teams, I am at least 500 to your 10 when it comes to my teams beating your teams. 510. So, Alex, how's that feel? My teams beat you 500 times and you lost 10. We put my teams.
Alex, go ahead. Do you have anything to say in your defense?
Yes. Well, you have the same feeling after last night's game.
Yeah.
Can't hear you.
I will say this about the Yankees. I'm happy with that because here's the thing about the Yankees. They're playing a better brand of baseball. Like you see it all, like you're seeing them play. Like they're not making this. They're not like sitting around and just waiting for the home run ball anymore. They're starting to get runners on base. They're starting to manufacture runs. They're starting to do that. Like also with the COVID outbreak that the Yankees have, Aaron Judge is out. I mean, Luke Voigt's out due to injury. And Gio Urshela's out. With all those like big guys out, like the Yankees know that they're not going to be able to hit home runs, as easy. So they know they're going to have to start manufacturing runs, and they're doing that. I mean, Greg Allen, like when we talk about like trade acquisitions for the Yankees, Greg Allen, like I'm not sure if he's going to be able to keep this up, but he's exactly the type of player the Yankees need. He's a guy that can put the bat on the ball. He's very athletic. He runs the bases well. He's exactly the type of player that the Yankees need. And I'm so happy that he's getting his chance to contribute for this team. I'm so happy for the guy. And Gleyber Torres is starting to figure it out. I don't know. He had another home run in the Phillies game. He had a couple RBIs in the unfortunate loss to the Red Sox. But here's the thing. When we talk about base running, he had another stolen base, and I believe he's like 7 for 9 on the season, like with stealing bases. So if Gleyber can run the bases like that, if he could be like a guy that can steal bases for the Yankees, that's gonna be a huge boost to him because that's what the Yankees need to start. That's the type of brand of baseball the Yankees need to start incorporating into their game. I'm not saying they need to like completely change the Amsterdam team and not try to hit home runs because they're right. Home runs are the most efficient way to score runs, but you can't win baseball games by just sitting there and just waiting for a home run all the time. Because if you do that and you start pressing and you don't start hitting home runs, your offense is going to become stagnant. So you've got to learn to be able to run the bases well, and kind of like be capable of manufacturing runs that way if you're gonna win ball games on a consistent basis.
All right, boys, we gotta wrap it up, baby.
Yeah, we gotta wrap this up. We're going way past the hour. I mean, time to get to our bets. I'm gonna recap really quickly recapping last episode. I won my bet. I had the Bucks over the Suns money line and Giannis over 33.5 same game parlay. Both those things happened, so I won my bet. I added 15.72 points. Chris wants his bet. He had the Bucks over the Suns on the spread -5. He got that bet. David had the Angels and the Athletics under 8.5 run line. That happened, so David won his bet. And Michael won his bet. He had the Yankees over the Phillies in, I believe, the first game. And so he won his bet. And Alex and Marcellus both took L's. Alex had the Dodgers over the Giants, I believe, on Wednesday. And Marcellus had the Dodgers over the Giants on Monday. So to give you an update on the standings, we have a new ringleader. Yours truly.
Don't say it.
I have Michael back in the first place. 15-16 record, 166.34 points. Michael, you fall down to second place. 15-16 record. 166.34 points for me. Michael, you fall down to second place. 17-14 record, 162.05 points. Chris is in fifth place. 15-16 record, 142.12 points. David is in fourth place, 18-13 record, 132.64 points. Marcellus is in fifth place, 17-14 record, 107.83 points.
And if our viewers,
Alec, and as we all know, in a distant last place, 100 points behind both me and Michael. Over 100 points behind both me and Michael. Alexander Reich, 10-21 record, 59.7 points.
Dang, to our viewers, who thinks Alex sucks at betting? Raise your hand. It's a landslide. They still think Alex sucks at gambling.
All right. We're gonna make this quick, so we're running so long time. I am gonna take the Yankees on the money line. You got Garrett Cole on the mound on Friday. Tough loss for the Yankees on Thursday, so I think they'll bounce back, and I got Yankees on the money line. All right. I mean, Alex, we have Davis bet too. Davis taking the A's over I forget who they're playing, but he's taking the A's on the money line. The Mariners, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
All right. Alex, go ahead.
Okay. I am gonna pick Angels money line against the Twins.
Okay. So Alex is taking Angels money line over the Twins. So you know what I'm gonna do? Alex, for Chris's bet, I'm going to take the Twins over the Angels.
You just screwed Chris over, bro.
If anything, I did Chris a favor.
No, you screwed him.
All right, Michael, go ahead and do Marcellus's bet.
Marcellus's bet. Okay, I was going to do a TBT basketball bet, but I can't do one. TBT is like the new tournament of basketball. I'm going to do a baseball bet for him because we hate baseball in my family. I'm going to pick the Diamondbacks over the Cubbies.
All right. Got it. All right, Michael, you're last up. Go ahead.
Did we do Davids?
Yeah, we already got Davids. We got Davids, all right?
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm in second place because a certain bastard beat me by a few points. I'm not hating. I'm not mad. I'm a man about it. You know what, Adam? I've been thinking real hard. I'm going to do a baseball bet. This bet is strictly business, Adam. I'm going to go with my second favorite team, the Dodgers.
All right.
Got Dodgers over the Giants. Dodgers over the Rockies tonight.
All right.
Dodgers over a one Dodgers money line.
Okay. All right. Michael's going with the Dodgers over the Rockies.
I'm going to take the spread. I'm trying to get back in first place. I'm trying to take the spread.
You're going to take the spread? All right.
I get in first place.
Okay. All right. That's all for our bets, and that's all for this episode. I mean, we're running low on time, so. But again, you know. I mean, just congratulations to the Bucks. That's all we're really saying. And hopefully, by the time you're listening to this, guys, Luke Hughes is a New Jersey Devil, and the Yankees have beaten the Red Sox. So I enhanced my lead over Michael Cunningham. So any final thoughts?
Adam is gonna be my bitch, and I'm gonna be in first place.
All right, that's it. This has been episode 32 of the Get Again Up podcast with yours truly, and Grassani, Michael Cunningham, and Alex Reich. If you like what you heard, leave a like and follow or subscribe to the podcast. Also, if you want to join the conversation, drop a comment or review, or we may feature it in a future episode. My friends, don't assume your dreams is just fantasy. Keep the magical world, believe in it, and dive in. See you next time, and until then, stay lit.
And we're out.